Hi, everybody. This is Leslyn Keith, occupational therapist and certified lymphedema therapist. And I want to talk to you today about my own research that I conducted in 2015, published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine in 2017. I was looking at the use of a ketogenic diet with a group of my past patients who all had lymphedema and had obesity. So they all had a BMI of at least 30. So let's look at that research. I'm going to share with you the outcomes that we had and what we learned from that study. So here is the research. As I said, it was published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine in 2017. So we had a group of 12 participants that initially were eligible to participate in the study. And they had 3 baseline measures where we did 10 outcome measures that we tested them 3 times prior to the start of the intervention. And then we had a 3-month intervention, which was 12 lifestyle modification groups, sessions, and 6 individual sessions that took place over a period of 3 months, as I said. And then 30 days later, we tested and to see how they did after the lifestyle modification group ended. And so let me share with you the outcomes of that. And so here is the outcome measures, and you can see in the final column that we had every outcome measure had a significant positive change, except for the decrease in percent body fat. So the average weight loss over the period of the intervention was almost 11.5 pounds. We had a decrease of BMI, decreased waistline measure. Limb volume was decreased an average of almost 700 milliliters. We had 3 quality of life measures. The Lymphedema Life Impact Scale had a significant improvement in quality of life. And then 2 weight loss associated quality of life scales, the obesity and weight loss quality of life, and the weight-related symptom measure. Both of those had significant positive changes for the group as a whole. And then we also did the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure. We looked at activities of their choosing that were important for them, and also how they felt like they were doing, how satisfied they were with their performance of those activities. And so significant positive change in both of those measures as well. So let's look at the differences between the 2 diet groups, because there were 4 participants who did not adopt the ketogenic diet and 6 participants who did. We had a total of 10 participants who completed the entire study. And so you can see the measures, the weight measures at the top of the scale in the red line. That is the 4 participants who did not adopt the ketogenic diet, and they had a baseline measure was fairly consistent prior to the intervention, and then we weighed after the intervention was completed at 3 months, and again at 30 days later. And you can see they lost an average of 1.36 pounds. And then in blue was the ketogenic diet group, the 6 participants who adopted the diet. Again, very stable weight measure prior to the intervention, and then after the intervention, quite a significant weight loss, and then even more after the 30 days. And so they lost an average of just over 18 pounds, or 8% of baseline weight. And then because it was such a small group, I give you here the outcomes of each individual. So this is their weight. And so in the blue, again, is the ketogenic diet group. And you can see 4 out of the 6 lost over 19 pounds, 2 over 24 pounds in the intervention time. And in red, the non-ketogenic diet group, we had 1 person who actually gained a little bit of weight, but the most lost was 3.5 pounds. And then here we have limb volume. So how much their lymphodematous limb, how much did that swelling go down over the course of the intervention? And in blue, the ketogenic diet group, they lost over 1,100 milliliters and 4 out of the 6. Versus the non-ketogenic diet group, we had that 1 outlier despite very little weight loss. There was quite a bit of limb volume reduction, but we had 2 people who increased their limb volume, and 1 person who actually increased a little bit. So you can see that there was quite a bit of difference between the 2 diet groups, and there was significant difference, significant association between limb volume reduction and weight reduction. So we learned a lot with this study. Interestingly, I do believe that although we didn't have that in the outcomes, but I do believe there was a good benefit to having peer support and having a group model for helping assist lifestyle change. So this was a nice benefit of the group, but there really wasn't an association between attendance and positive outcomes. Everybody in the group also had 6 individual visits, so that is a benefit too. But we definitely see that there is a significant impact on the quality of life, limb volume, weight, and your ability to manage your lymphedema when you adopt this way of eating. So I really enjoyed sharing with you the outcomes of my research, and if you would like to communicate with me to learn more about the results of my study, please feel free to email me. Thank you.